Happy cup of coffee day. Always a great day for a cup of coffee. Okay, so tried Delight Creamer, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup flavor. Not good. Not good. I'm willing to try most anything. Not good. Okay, new logo, as you probably noticed in the back. Bill and I have been trying to come up with a new logo, or we've been just reassessing the one I had. Is it good? Is it not? Neither one of us could come up with an idea. It came down to my daughter was the one really that had the idea. We tweaked the colors. The colors may vary a little bit depending upon what shirt or what hat they show up, but who knows, you might see me with a golf hat with that logo at some point in the near future. Okay, got some sad news regarding the show, but I think we're just down to a couple shows. Bill and I have been thinking about this for the last few weeks, is just, when should there be an end? Should it keep it going? End it? When? If so, when? Well, the show came about because of football and fantasy football, and then it kind of morphed into some other sports stuff, other sports takes, and then non-sports takes, and then coffee, of course. We had to throw the coffee in there. Because I could talk about coffee for like an endless amount of time. So, but we had to kind of pull it back to, the show's kind of about football. The season has ended. Let's just do one more show after this, and I'll tell you what's coming with that show at the end of this. But let's move on. So, what I want to do is just throw out a couple quick takes of mine that didn't get on the show at any point during the season because I just have so much stuff to kind of squeeze in every week. So why, if a team fumbles before the end zone and then the ball goes into the end zone and out, why does the offensive team lose the ball? Bad rule, change that, football. Okay, a near miss. Isn't a near miss a hit? How'd that near miss come about? Lavender, great smell. Who wants it in their coffee? Not me. That is one I will not try. No interest. How about the term like a dog? Who came up with that? I guess I will give credit to somebody in the younger generation. You guys mess up every now and then. That's a major mess up. He played like a dog, or I want to be a dog. No, not good. Come up with another one. I'll rethink that one if you come up with another one. Okay, so I listen to a lot of music. I stick with 70s, 80s rock and roll, country, pretty much from 70s right up to current. And I'll listen to some new pop stuff, usually if my kids point it out to me, like Shaboozey, very catchy. So that's what I listen to. Heard a song from the Little River Band the other day, and it was Cool Change. If you don't know Cool Change, look it up, listen to it, great song. If you do know it, I'm sure you know it is a great song. Listen to it again today. It's almost 50 years old, Cool Change, still can hold up. And so why do I bring it up? So here it is. When I hear a song from the Little River Band, I often think of my sister Tracy, and but also tie into my nephew Jake and to my son's girlfriend Fiona. And how does this all happen? back in 1980, so my sister Tracy went to Potsdam. She was the head of the entertainment committee. She got Little River Band to show up and have a concert at Potsdam. And she said it was a great turnout. And just one of the quirky things that she said about Little River Band, though, is that they wanted bowls of M&Ms in their green room. Now, so that by itself, not that weird, except the M&Ms all had to be red in color. So back in 1980, for you younger people, they did not sell bags of particular colors or seasons, Easter, Christmas. It was all a variety pack. So in order to fulfill this request, they had to buy a boatload of M&Ms, and then people had to spill them out and separate them and put only red in their bowls. And so quirky as they are, but excellent band. I often think of my sister when I hear Little River Band, always in my thoughts. But the tie-in to now Jake, my nephew, Jake went to Potsdam. And actually, so his now wife, Rachel, also went to Potsdam. Shout out there to Rachel. And then the tie-in to my son's girlfriend, Fiona. Fiona, it is one of her favorite songs of all time. So it shows you how that song has held up over the years. Again, almost 50 years. Go listen to Little River Band today. Okay, top songs of 2024. I heard a podcast recently. I won't list off all 10 songs. Number 2, though, was Shaboozey. Gave you that name a couple shows ago. Teddy Swims, number 1. I don't know much about Teddy Swims. I know the name, but he's got a big fan base. Good for him. Billy Joel, though, they threw out Billy Joel, number 60, with Turn the Lights Back On. So he no longer can hold on or catch that number 1 song, but he certainly can still fill arenas. Good for you, Billy Joel. Most song that held the number 1 spot for the most consecutive weeks all time ever, any year. Pause it if you want to think about this. I'll give you it. It is Old Town Road. A couple years ago, Billy Ray Cyrus with some rap guy. Didn't look it up. But what they said, this because it came up on this podcast, that they're capturing country fans and kind of pop, hip hop fans. And there they go. I mean, it's just a huge selling point, and it was a catchy song, so good for them. Okay, fundraiser. Hangar Palooza. If you know me down in Florida, you play golf with me, or know me, you probably know John and Carl. They are having a fundraiser, Hangar Palooza. And if you want more information, get a hold of John and Carl. They've got 4 bands showing up at the local airport here. We're going to have it at a hangar. They're going to have it at a hangar. Again, money going to a good cause. My wife and I are going. The lead band is Queen cover band. And who doesn't like Queen music? Go look up John and Carl. Okay, why do I use the term let's go? Where'd that come from? Well, it came from initially my son, who works for a major sports network. Their talk show had kind of a funny take on it, where'd this wacky term let's go come from? And players will say, yep, let's go. And they often say it after they do something good, and then they're yelling at their teammates, let's go. Like, I did something good. I made a 3-pointer. Now you do something good already. So that's one take. The other, I played golf with a guy. I asked that question. He said, well, Doug, he says, back in 1969, the term Let's Go Mets was started and all kinds of paraphernalia sold for the Miracle Mets season. And so, who knows? Maybe that started it. But it's just kind of a humorous let's go. What does it all mean? Who knows? I tagged it and threw it in on my show as well. So, okay, so finally you wanted to know next week, what's the show going to be? It's going to be, we're going to clip. Bill and I are going to work like dogs. Nah, yeah. We're gonna bust our butt getting clips, highlights of the whole season, best highlights, best of. And maybe my daughter will help me a little with that too. But we're going to put it together, and that's going to be our show next week. That's how we're going to end it. And then we're going to take that break. And we'll be back, at the start of the next football season or leading up to it. Enjoy the weekend. Let's go.